Hi folks, Olawale Okabola here to bring you a live day trade. I'm going to put an order in at 69.50. If this low holds, if this low doesn't hold, then that is off the table. I'm waiting on a good low. I'm interested in taking a long. Right now what we got, an adjustment to overnight inventory because overnight inventory is long. We have unchanged value, so I naturally expect some kind of rotation back and forth. 63.79. I have an order at 63. My stop
Stop
my
filled.
stop would be at the low. Well, I'll put in my stop at 61 to start off with.
Order working. Order
I
working.
have another entry at
Stop
63
filled.
quarter.
Order working.
I'm long 2 at 63. Blue line will represent my entry. Red line will represent my initial stop. Ah, I've taken a long on 2 contracts. I am monitoring the trade. Right now I want to get some lift. I want to get above these references you see on my chart and get above this and start to challenge this overnight high.
Order working.
I have another contract
Stop filled. Order
at
working.
63, so I'm long 3 at 63 quarters, my fill. And I'm going to move my stop up 60. I'll keep it at 61. Blue line represent my entry. See what happens. Again, I'm long at 63 quarter. I'm long 3 contracts. My stop is at 61. I got a good low, so I want to monitor this trade for continuation. I got some flexibility because I have 3 contracts on. Ideally, I want to see this market start to trade higher. Pretty soon I'll get ready to move my stop to reduce exposure. When I move my stop, I'll move it right here to the low of 61.50. If that's the low, it's going to last. It's nothing to think about. Just in an effort to reduce my exposure. I'm watching value. I want to see where value develops and take this overnight off. I want to see where value develops in relation to this point of control. This value area low, can it get lifted? Got quite a bit of 8 period single prints, so I want to see what happens. Okay, I'm going to move my stop to the low, and that low is at 61.50. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll stagger my stop.
Order working.
One stop at
Order cancelled.
61.50.
Order filled.
I sold one contract already, and I'll move my stop up to 63
Order working.
half. So I'm only long two right now. Got my stop at 63 half for one contract, and I just might move it up to 63 half for both contracts. So I already dumped one. In the market on a 15-minute, they sold a tick below half back, not that strong. Remember, we got unchanged value, so we definitely can get some back and forth action. There's nothing really going on. I talked about in my pre-market report. I'm paying attention to this G high. This is my rally high. If there's any attempt to make an assault on these single prints from Friday, we're going to get above here and begin to trade above there. And you see my references that I've already had pre-planned on what I wanted to do if I see what I need to see. So it's just basically monitoring the trade for continuation, as Jim Dalton likes to talk about. We'll see what happens. I'm waiting for B period to open up. I want B period to show me that it wants the one time frame higher within unchanged value. That's what I'm going to need for continuation to the upside. I'm going to need the market to one time frame higher. I'm going to move my second stop up from 61.50 to 63 half. So now I'm basically in a risk-free trade. I've already dumped one contract of the three, so I only have two contracts remaining. So the market can do whatever it wants to do. If it stops me out, fine. It means that I got out of the way for anything coming down, because I do know that overnight inventory is long. I would expect some kind of adjustment to overnight inventory. We're getting that adjustment. Values building below the open. So I'm not really giving this trade a lot of room to work. I'm protecting myself ASAP.
Order filled.
I just sold another contract.
Order cancelled. Order working.
So I'm only long one contract, and if the market comes stop me out, then I'm cool with that. If it doesn't, then I got to trade to the upside. I only have one. I'll monitor for one time framing and just go from there, take it a step at a time. So this is a 30-minute bar, 15 minutes within a 30-minute. And here's a 30-minute. Again, overnight inventory is long. You would expect some kind of adjustment. So this was a quick trade, right? If we don't get any kind of adjustment lower to overnight inventory that is long from Friday settle and long from long from overnight, then I probably got something, possibly a short covering rally. But if in fact there's more to the adjustment, I will get stopped out before the market makes another assault on the lows. I lose nothing on the trade. Moving on, I'll reassess to see what's going on in the market and if I want to participate on anything else going forward. So for the sake of time on this video, I'm going to pause this video and bring you in probably when B period opens up. Stand by, everybody. Quickly on the contract that I am long, looking at a 5-minute bar chart, here's the resistance right here. We got to be able to get through this resistance, which is in and around anywhere from 68 to 70. Take that, look at the profile, 68 to 70. So anywhere from the half back, let's say, to in around the open, the market needs to get through there. And if it can't, then I got a problem, and I'll just take my profits and scram. If they do the mechanical sell, these folks who sell here, they want to see us at least take out this 200 EMA. They can't take it out, they're in trouble. They're going to have to cover, and we'll just get some more volatility in the market. So that's what I'm looking at. If I get stopped out, no harm, no foul. I taking my profits on two contracts. I only have one with a stop above my initial entry. So basically my stop is at the developing value area low. We'll see what happens, folks. Stand by. Lastly, Another reason why I'm not willing to hold on to this trade and give it a time to work, meaning having my stop below my entry is the blue line, is because I talked about this reference, this G high. This G high I am using as my rally high from Friday. I want to see value develop above that G high. Right now, value is clearly below it. So I'm not giving it much room. If it's going to work, it's going to work. I will leave my stop there. I am long at 63 quarter. So right now it's trying to make an assault. But as I talked about, here's the resistance. Here's the resistance. So I might look to take my profits in and around this resistance. If we can't show that it wants to aggressively get through there. So we're trading around the developing half back. We got that touch there. And so B period will open up soon. And then we'll see if B period wants in one time frame. That's the only thing that's going to lift this market higher or lower. With unchanged value, we need the one time frame higher or lower. In order for one time frame to qualify, we have to take out the A's high or the A's low. So that's what we're watching out for. My biggest threat right now is a pullback. Stop me out and continue higher on a one time frame. If it stops me out, continue lower, well then that's great because I'm the first one out the door. So here's the tricky spot of managing the profits. Managing the profits. B period's open. See what we got. Remember this resistance here? Let me zoom in a little more. That's an incomplete comparator, so I'm unwilling to get out of the trade and take the profits there. And it's also a weak high because they sold at the developing half back. Now that's a good comparator, but that's a weak high. But it doesn't mean it cannot last, right? Because once again, overnight inventory, as I talked about so many times, is long. We can finally get that adjustment or correction to overnight inventory. So as we're trading higher, that's not the best looking low I like to see. I'm going to monitor this trade. I need to see some one time framing. So I'm going to look to adjust my stop probably to 24 quarter. Maybe not. Just take these profits now and reassess the market.
Order cancelled.
I took my profits. I will reassess the market, let the market work its way through this possible resistance. And if this market does what it needs to do, I'm not worried about hopping out of the trade early because I have some references, as you can see here, where I'm interested in taking some more trades to the upside. So I will just sit back, reassess, and see what's going on. As you can see, it's trying to make an assault through this resistance and through there using the bar chart. I just use the bar chart just to see what the momentum traders are thinking. This is a 5-minute bar chart. I want to see what they're thinking. I want to know, I want to get in their head and see what they're doing. That's a good low now, and that's still a weak high. So we could get some more to the upside. And if we do, you want to see some one time framing. If we don't get one time framing in unchanged value, you really don't have anything. If we do get one time framing into these single prints, we probably got a short covering rally on our hands because the market has been selling. So we'll see. If I take another trade, I will bring you in. This is Olawale Okabola, Spartacus Trading Corporation, bringing you my first trade of the week. Starting off on a good note, looking to do more. All right, folks, have a good day.